Welcome back to Raise the Praise, where we choose to reclaim our joy and thrive in every area of our lives. That's physically, mentally, financially, and of course, spiritually, to do all that God is calling us to do with a spirit of excellence. Hey, faith friends, I'm your host, Jennifer Bell. I'm a wife, mom to three amazing human beings, a former school administrator, an entrepreneur, and an aspiring vegan. Y'all praying for me yet? Listen, I'm just here to remind you to never allow what you see, hear, feel, or even experience in life make you forget what God has promised you. He has not forgotten about you. Welcome, faith friends. Let's get ready for today's episode.
Hey y'all, I just finished a nice little walk around the lake, and I hesitated to come on and share this, but I feel in my heart that I need to. I'm gonna keep my glasses on because I've been kind of shedding a few tears just thinking about some experiences and the fact that, we all have a story. And I was listening to Patrice Washington tell her story of her experience that she had with, gosh, this is hard to say, but everything that's going on, y'all, is real. And I'm just telling you my story. There are about 4 or 5 incidences that have personally happened in my life when it comes to how you try to rise above. It really is hard to live it and also defend it. But what I want to share is no matter, we were taught to grow up, listen to your teachers, do what you're asked to do, you represent your family, make good grades, get a good education. And I was just talking to my mother, and I'm going to keep my glasses on because this is a hard one, but it's real. It's my story. The first incident that I can remember of feeling different was truly in high school when I was the only African American singer, the only one in the top choir. And in high school, it's important to get that letter jacket. Went to UIL, got ones on all my solos and all of this, and you earn that jacket. That particular sophomore year, others were called during the summer to go get fitted for their letter jacket. We come back to school in the fall, and everybody gets a jacket except for me. Why? Why wasn't I called? I was told that, we forgot you, Jennifer. We forgot you. Hey, y'all. So I shared it with my mom. And, I'm a sophomore. How do you forget me? Why didn't I get my letter jacket? Needless to say, my mother came to the school and we got it all settled. So that was the first time that I started to feel different. I was a straight A student. I was an honor roll student. So now we go on to college. Many of you know that I attended Texas Christian University, private Christian college, which I thought, in Fort Worth, Texas. Never being away from home, school was a struggle at the beginning. So now I'm getting ready to go into the School of Education, and I was told by the Dean of Education that I was not teacher material. That's what he said to me. And it's hurtful. You don't know me. You don't know my character. But during that time, I channeled that statement. And I said, Jennifer, you decide who you are and who you want to be. So I graduated from Texas Christian University. And when you walk across that stage and all your professors are sitting around the stage, when I got my diploma, I walked right past him and I did just like this, like to show him. Now, I don't know if he said those words to me to encourage me or that he really felt that I wasn't teacher material. Once again, I'm going to rise above. I go on, I become a teacher, loved education, loved teaching. I love my calling. And some of the best years were the years when I taught overseas in Belgium and in Turkey. So I come back to the States. Many of you know that and I've never shared this, became a principal, absolutely loved it. Before I left education 3 years ago, and I promise I'm keeping my glasses on because I've been crying as I'm walking, just getting some exercise around the lake. Before I left education 3 years ago, I was in a meeting and I was yelled at from someone who didn't really know me, my supervisor. I'll leave him nameless. While two other people that had worked with me previously just sat there and said nothing. Okay? I walk out. That was around January of 2017. In March of 2017, I put in my resignation letter. And as I'm having a conversation with this person, I asked them, I said, "Sir, why did you feel the need to speak to me in that tone?" And y'all know what the answer was? He said, "Because I wanted you to know that I was serious." My response was, "Sir, you're my boss. Anything you say, I'm going to take seriously." That's when the joy left. My calling is always to educate and to teach, but that's when I knew the joy was gone for what I was doing in that capacity. And I always said, when the joy is gone, it's time for me to do something else. It didn't matter how hard I worked. It didn't matter all the successes. It didn't matter the lives of children that you impacted, their families. I just feel like, we always have to do it better. And it's never enough. And so I just felt that's just a few incidences that you just don't get it. You just don't get it. We can't live it and defend it. So to all of my friends who are not African American, who are not Black, I appreciate you for standing up, for saying something. But y'all, change is here. The last thing I'll say, I just left from Houston to visit my mother. Driving home 6 hours from Houston. Y'all, I didn't even stop to go to the bathroom. I drive under the speed limit. I didn't even want to stop to get gas, but of course you have to, driving 6 hours. And you're praying that if an officer comes behind you, Lord, let him see me as a person. It brings tears to my eyes when my daughter, will be 28, tells me that she got pulled over, and the first thing she does is call her husband and have him on speaker, and she begins to bawl. What do you say? What do I tell my 19-year-old who wants to be a part of the solution and who says she wants to go and protest and she wants to stand up for those that can't stand up for themselves, and you're concerned that is she going to get hurt? Y'all, it's real, and I'm just sharing my story, my experience. A lot to be thankful for, but I just want y'all to understand, change doesn't happen by happenstance. Change has to be intentional, and change doesn't change until you change. My son is in the United States Air Force, and he's overseas right now. And I'm so thankful. We've raised our children to do the right thing, to text us, let us know when you make it, let us know when you're leaving. And I do have a sense of peace knowing that he's not here in America. That's just being straight up honest, y'all. And I know so many of us have stories, but I just felt the need to share mine because after hearing Patrice Washington, if you don't know her, just Google her. Go to her IG story and hear her share her story of one incident. Very rich, African-American woman, Black woman, impacting this earth with her calling, and her story broke my heart, but I know it's real because it happened to me. What will it take? She even said to some of her Caucasian friends that say, "I'm praying for you." I don't need you to pray for me. I need you to say something. When you see wrong happening, say something. I don't know, y'all. And I don't come on here talking like this, but I promise you, I was so thankful when I got to my city limits and I felt like I was safe. And then, of course, I went to the bathroom. And that's not good to not go to the bathroom for 6 hours, but I didn't want to stop. And when I stopped for gas and kept going. So you don't understand, and you may not understand if it's not for you. Do what you have to do. But please understand, it's time for change. I don't blame my oldest daughter for not even want to bring children into the world right now. I mean, look at our world. I think about my God baby. She's Puerto Rican. She's Black. She got a lot of things in her, but she is a beautiful little girl. But some people will judge her just because she's a little brown girl. It breaks my heart. Once again, in the words of Patrice Washington, can't live it and defend it. So if we continue to just walk by and just do nothing, don't say anything, we're stronger together. We're stronger together. So that's my story, y'all. I mean, it's very hurtful, but I know God sees all, He knows all, and none of this took Him by surprise. Yes, we need to continue to pray. Yes, we need to continue to support each other and love each other. Yes, we need to continue to try and understand, have conversations. Because here's one thing, guys. Cut your arm and cut my arm. We're both going to bleed red because we have the human race. So I want you to encourage you, wrap your arms around, have the conversation. Have a conversation with me. You don't understand something. Ask. Get educated. What's going on? Be blessed, y'all. I just walking and looking at this beautiful lake. And look at this. It's just peaceful. Just peaceful. And in the midst of all of this, my God is greater. My God is stronger. My God is higher than any other. He's higher than everything that we're going through. And once again, I keep my shades on because I can't fight back the tears. My God is good. And there are a lot of good people in the world. It's just hard to live it and defend it. But we will do whatever we have to do because it's right. That's what good character is. I used to teach the kids this. Good character is doing the right thing even when nobody's looking. Good character is standing up for those that can't stand up for themselves because it's right. I'm not here to preach. I'm just sharing my story, y'all. And I don't know what yours is, but I just felt like somebody needed to know. Just need to know. Y'all be blessed. And I still choose joy because joy is a choice. And I will continue to choose joy. I will continue to be grateful. And I'm thanking God in advance for the change. Real change. Y'all have a great evening.
Hey friends, thanks so much for sharing your time with me today. Real quick, before you go, if you found value in today's podcast and something resonated with you, would you leave me a 5-star review and subscribe on iTunes? I am thanking you in advance, and I look forward to reading each and every one of your reviews. You can find me at raisethepraisepodcast.com or join my Facebook group, Choose to Praise. Until next time, remember to choose joy and raise the praise in every area of your life.